My primary spiritual gift is serving. I like people. I like people that will talk to you, kids on the street. I like noise. I try to do at least 1 week a year in service. I had checked the Mennonite Disaster Service schedule. They had plenty of things in Puerto Rico going, but they didn't have the people. So I applied within. They said, you just pick your week, and I did. I got there on a Thursday night, and there was a person on the plane I talked to the whole time. And usually I don't talk to anyone on the plane. When I got to my hotel, the next day I went wandering around in San Juan and had a really good time. And even in the evening, I had gone to a restaurant and found out that was the place to go. so the first day I was blessed. The second day I got picked up by Mennonite Disaster Service people to go to the guest house. The guy at the guest house, he actually stayed for the hurricane. He said he put on a helmet and tied himself down so he wouldn't be flown away. He told me about Puerto Rico still having 20,000 houses that don't have roofs as of yet. And then we met up with the rest of the crew on that Saturday afternoon and went to the village of Ponce. The guy that lived in the guest house in San Juan did a hurricane prayer, and everyone put their hand in, and we all turned it in, and then we did a prayer for the work that we were going to do that week. I thought it was just kind of a cool thing. On Sunday, we went to the Mennonite church in Ponce, and the pastor, he's a jolly guy. I had told him, I said, my father had served in Puerto Rico back in the 50s. And he goes, oh, really? I said, yeah, La Plata. And he goes, okay. And so I sent him my dad's license for Puerto Rico. And he started to laugh. He goes, look at that. That guy just laughed all the time, just loved them to pieces. I just really enjoyed to get to know the guys. There was a couple there from Texas, just a good couple to be around. There was another guy from Illinois that went with the 17-year-old, and there was a guy from Middleton, Pennsylvania, that works in Aberdeen, and I was able to connect with him quite a bit. On Monday, we started building trusses. The Mennonites came in with an architect to design trusses that would work for hurricanes strength stuff. So they actually proposed it to the Puerto Rican government, and they told all the agencies to use the Mennonite model. I was the cutter. I was the one out in the sun. But I didn't mind the sun. I kind of enjoyed it. Well, that's what we primarily did Monday and Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we changed up, and the guy that we were doing the trusses at, his backyard was kind of a mess still from the hurricane. He had trees down. He had a bunch of stuff that needed cleaning up. And so we cleaned up his backyard. There was a tree there, an avocado tree, and it was really rotten. The lead guy cut it down, and we cleared that out as well. He really did a good job, because that tree, there was not a straight piece of tree on that, and it didn't touch the fence or the house. I was highly impressed. There was a guy there, 17 years old, in high school. He took a week off, and he's not scared of heights at all. He just got up there, and I was like, you go ahead. And then on Thursday, we finished some of the trusses for one house, and we had to finish 6 more trusses the next day on Friday. And so we finished about noon, 1 o'clock on Friday with the trusses. We also got to meet the next door neighbor. She gave us lunch on Friday, and her mother was sick and stuff, and we prayed over her and stuff, and I just really was blessed on that. We did go swimming in the Caribbean. That I know it sounds rough, but someone has to do it. One night they took us out for ice cream. We couldn't have the regular ice cream. We had to have some Puerto Rican ice cream. So I had the coconut ice cream, and it was delicious. On Tuesday, when I was about ready to fly back, they asked for a volunteer and to get off the plane, and I said, sure, why not? No one's waiting for me at the airport, so I did. And they gave me $1,200 in vouchers, and they reimbursed my ticket. And so I just felt that God's favor. I just felt blessed. I was only 4 hours later than I would have been if I would have caught the plane in the first place. I was talking to other people. They said, we've never gotten more than $400 on one trip. And I'm saying, wow, God's good. And I can't even explain it, but God was the blesser, and it was kind of cool. I find it refreshing to do things. I just think service is just something that it just refreshes me. I don't get tired at all. I just feel that I've been blessed, and God blesses me.